Hello, would you like to hear a lambing lesson? Well, this is number 2. It's entitled Embrace Uncertainty. And it's a poetical, my word for poem, because that's the way the learning kind of embedded itself. So although the first lambing learning was all about the security of all the little points that happened pretty well regardless, although the time might have shifted, give or take an hour or so. Those provided a backdrop to a much greater lesson, witnessing an utter familiarity and strangely relaxed relationship that the shepherd had with one of our greatest fears. And I've witnessed this with other farmers too. The poetical is entitled How Farmers Plan. And perhaps there's a seed there that we can take into our own non-farming lives. How farmers plan? Oh, they plan and plan forever all the while, knowing full well it's necessary and futile. Scratch dates and figures on the backs of envelopes, resigned to never posting all the hopes that this year rams will ram to schedule, weather work for good, and ewes be troubled in daylight only. It's completely understood that plans are there to be upended. Uncertainty must be befriended, since it sparks a latent talent to adapt to circumstance and winds of change, prompting vigilance and the constant need to shift and rearrange the barn, the day, the task, the clock, the field in which to graze the herd or flock, utterly at ease with what the rest of us so often are not and will not dare to own. Acceptance of the constant, of the great unknown. It was both humbling and also somewhat disconcerting to be exposed to the level of unknown that lambing has to embrace. It also made me realize how terribly tied I was to fixtures in my diary and how much needless worry I had over things which were not ready to be known for sure yet. Do share in the comments whether there's anything that you do or you found that's helpful in embracing uncertainty. What works for you? I'd love to know. I'd also love to know whether you find these lambing learnings helpful. So if you're watching on YouTube, then you'll find a link to all the other lambing learnings, what the learnings are. They've not all yet been uploaded. There's a link in the more, if you press more beneath this video. And if you're on my website, then you'll be listening to this and you've probably come through from that page, but there'll also be a link at the bottom of the post. Thanks so much for listening or watching, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.